Forgive me, Justin Bieber apologizes to Hailey Bieber. IG live video. Hailey is obviously mad at Justin for some reason, but it's unclear why the couple is fighting. Things have definitely been rough between them recently. But guess what? We've got some information as to why Harley might be considering walking away from Justin. 27 years and a life already nearly consumed. A planetary success, a marriage, trouble with the police between paparazzi, aggression, quarrels on the stage, and drugs. Justin Bieber has no intentions of remaining faithful to Hailey, a fan concluded. But the baby singer isn't tired of apologizing. But first, I want to ask you guys a quick question, and I need a sincere reply. What would you do if you suddenly came across Hailey and Justin Bieber quarreling in public? Would you take pictures of them? Would you stop to advise them? Or would you simply mind your business? Drop that answer in the comments section. If you've ever seen a couple fighting or quarreling in public, you will know it's super awkward, but it's also hard to turn away. It's like a real-life reality show. This accounts for how pictures of the couple's quarreling surfaced online. Their very first public fight. Let me be the first to tell you that after getting married, the Biebers have been captured by the paparazzi for quarreling, and those pics are so freaking wild. At one point, you could see Justin was obviously having enough of the argument. So, he did what any of us would do. He turned around and faced the plants and grass to avoid further confrontation. Celebs, they're just like us, right? Could this argument have been about who's making more money or spending more at home? Recall earlier that Justin was concerned about the lack of prenup when preparing for his marriage with Hailey. Despite her support, Justin is still questioning the marriage, and apparently he is already thinking about the consequences of getting out of it. According to Us Weekly, Justin brought up that he's scared he doesn't have a prenup. In case you forgot, let's remind you that Justin and Hailey's courthouse wedding back in September 2018 seemed pretty spontaneous, and the celebs never bothered to sign a prenup. They were so in love and remained blinded by this fact until later. The word prenup is short for prenuptial agreement. It establishes rights to property in the event of divorce, meaning that if Justin and Hailey didn't make one, they will walk away with all the money, homes, etc. that they entered the marriage with. And listen guys, this part is very important. Justin by himself is reportedly worth $265 million. Guess how much Hailey is worth? Hailey is estimated to be worth around $3 million. As you can see, that disparity is pretty large. Moving forward, the marriage is not going totally south just yet. They have some issues but are committed to working through them. Still, Justin's questioning of a prenup is certainly not a good sign, and I wouldn't be surprised if some lawyers were working on a post-nuptial agreement for both parties. Another reason we think it's possible that the couple is having such a hard time publicly is because of his views about having a baby, abortion, and pregnancy. Remember Justin Bieber's remarks about abortion? Let's take you back a little. Days after Never Say Never was released, a freshly coiffed Bieber received his first widely publicized pushback for comments he made in a Rolling Stone profile, as his thoughts on abortion and rape made headlines. The most repeated nugget: I really don't believe in abortion. It's like killing a baby. And when asked how he felt about abortion if the pregnancy was a result of rape, Bieber noted, "Well, I think that's really sad, but everything happens for a reason." People did become quite incensed at the then 16-year-old's statements. So, could it be that one of the Biebers is bringing up the idea of a baby too soon? Or could there be a baby on the way already and they're thinking about a name? We don't really know, but something is definitely up with the Biebers. Marriage with a celeb is hard, Hailey confesses. So after saying the I do wedding vows and cutting the enormous wedding cake, Bieber left Hoffman's Napa Valley campus and flew to Seattle, where he joined his wife, the model and TV presenter Hailey Bieber. They had a meeting with a marriage counselor recommended by their good friend and pastor Judah Smith, and then drove to Suncadia. Hailey was asked by the counselor her thoughts about marriage thus far. Hailey wasn't quite sure how to answer, but stated that the thing is, marriage is very hard. This is the sentence you should lead with. It's really effing hard. Whether or not Bieber can stay on a forward, positive path remains to be seen. He isn't tired of apologizing either. But you know what they say, never say never. At this point, let's quickly dash through some of the famous apologies by Justin Bieber and Hailey. 7 famous Bieber apologies. From ignoring fans to throwing up on stage, the pop star has had many reasons and opportunities to atone. Apology for ignoring French fans, 2012. The other day in the airport, I got surrounded by 20 paps. I don't like small spaces, and I just wanted to get on the plane. I ran to get through the gate, and there is a video of me running by fans, and on the other side you don't see the 20 paps. I would never run by my fans. For those that I did pass by that day, I am sorry. Apology to China and Japan after visiting a controversial Tokyo shrine honoring fallen World War II soldiers, including war criminals, 2014. While in Japan, I asked my driver to pull over, for which I saw a beautiful shrine. I was misled to think the shrines were only a place of prayer. To anyone I have offended, I am extremely sorry. Apology for naked butt, 2015. This one is really something else, guys. When it came out, fans wanted to roast Justin alive. And guess what? He didn't delete it because he felt embarrassed or it was wrong. He wrote, "I deleted the photo of my butt on Instagram not because I thought it was bad, but someone close to my daughter follows me and she was embarrassed that she saw my butt, and I totally wasn't thinking in that aspect. I felt awful that she felt bad. To anyone I may have offended, I am so sorry. Apology for apologizing, 2015. Funny as it seems, Justin deserves to be the apology man of the millennium. The singer writes, "People often forget that I'm human. Even with their comments and stuff, they think it doesn't get to me. But it gets to me. Things that people say bother me, and I gotta be strong enough to keep it pushing. That's why I wanted to make a video. Just to let people know that I'm human. I'm passionate about being better and growing, so I think that this is going to be an awesome chapter in my life." Apology for racist joke, 2014.
One less lonely Nick. One less lonely Nick. One less lonely Nick. There's gonna be one less Nick.
Oh yeah, I remember this one. And it wasn't met with good feedback. He wrote, "As a kid, I didn't understand the power of certain words and how they can hurt. I thought it was okay to repeat hurtful words and jokes, but didn't realize at the time that it wasn't funny, and in fact, my actions were continuing ignorance." Hailey's share of apologies. In 2020, a New York City restaurant hostess, Julia Carolan, went viral on TikTok for rating her experiences serving different celebrities. In the initial video, which has more than 13 million views, Carolan rated Gigi and Bella Hadid 10 out of 10, Cameron Dallas 4 out of 10, and even called Kylie Jenner out for leaving a $20 tip on a $500 bill, saying, "Do with that information what you will," 2 out of 10. But it was her assessment of Hailey Bieber that made the celebrity herself take notice. In the video, Carolan said of the model, "This is gonna be controversial. I've met her a handful of times and every time she was not nice." She added, "I really wanna like her, but I have to give her a 3.5 out of 10. Sorry." That prompted Bieber to apologize to Carolan in the comments section, writing, "Just came across this video and wanted to say sorry if I've ever given you bad vibes or a bad attitude. That's not ever my intention." And that is how far we can go in this video. If you enjoyed the video, make sure that you click that like button and subscribe button, and make sure you also turn on notifications so you don't miss our next videos. Again, thank you for watching and bye!